Question number 2 is about Acts 2. It's about Acts chapter 4, starting in verse 24. It says, "When they heard it, they lifted up their voices together to God, and said, 'Sovereign Lord, who made the heaven and the earth and the sea and everything in them, who through the mouth of our father David your servant said by the Holy Spirit, why did the Gentiles rage and the peoples plot in vain? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers were gathered together against the Lord and his anointed.'" Okay, so far would you agree that the God who is being spoken about here is the one who made the heaven and the earth and the sea and everything in them, as is succinctly noted, the one who spoke in the Old Testament? Keeping those answers in mind, what do you make of verses 27 and 30 in the same chapter that refer to the holy servant Jesus of this one God who made the heaven and the earth and the sea and everything in them? In other words, if the one God who made the heaven and the earth and the sea and everything in them and spoke in the Old Testament was a Trinity, then wouldn't this mean, according to Acts, that Yeshua is the holy servant of the Trinity? Yes, if the Creator in Genesis is a triune Godhead, then how can that one be said to have a holy servant named Yeshua when we all know Yeshua is the holy servant of the Father and not of the Trinity? Malachi 2:10 actually agrees with Acts chapter 4 when it says the God who created was the Father. Do you agree with Malachi and Acts? If not them, then how about Yeshua, who identified the Creator of man and woman as a He? Who is the He Yeshua spoke of in Matthew 19:4? The Creator Malachi spoke of in chapter 2 verse 10, and the God the apostles prayed to in Acts 4:24, who made the heaven and the earth and the sea and everything in them, a Trinity? You know, the one who has a holy servant named Jesus? This milk of the Word should prove without a doubt that certain New Testament passages which seem to be talking about a new creation and not the Genesis one are being widely misused, unless, of course, Malachi, Yeshua, and the apostles were all simply clueless as to who created man, woman, heaven, and earth. They all proposed that the Father alone did, while Trinitarians proposed that the Trinity did. I guess none of them had anything that could articulate a Trinity in their vocabulary.